back to another video, and welcome to the first video of 2018. And for those of you who are struggling with hair growth issues, hair loss issues, this video is really going to help you, so stay tuned. Now, for those of you who've been following me on my hair growth journey, you know that I've been through all sorts of hair growth issues. Well, in 2017, I figured out a new one, and I was able to not only get my hair growing, stimulating, growing thicker, faster, longer, but what I want to do is I want to share with you exactly what happened and how I was able to get my hair to the amazing state that it's in right now. What I realized in 2017 was that something sort of happened with my hair. I think it was the end of 2015, the beginning of 2016. I'm not 100% sure, but I decided to use heat on my hair. I also used a product on my hair that was not all natural, and between both of those products, I noticed that my hair texture changed. Now, many of you who've been following me on my journey, you know that my hair is really kinky, it's really coily, it's 4C hair, and for those of you who don't know what 4C hair is, I did make a video on different hair types and what 4C hair is and what your hair type might be, so you can go ahead and check out that video. I'll leave it in the description box below so you can go ahead and watch that video. So many of you know that I do have that 4C hair, and when it gets wet, it shrinks up into a little puff ball, and that's just 4C hair. As my hair began to grow, I realized that the new hair that was growing out of my scalp was actually that 4C texture, that original hair texture, and the rest of my hair was just hanging limp. So what I ended up doing was I decided that I was going to transition my hair out. I was going to make my natural hair grow and then slowly trim off that damaged hair. What I didn't realize was some of the complications that was going to come with that transition. Now, I did speak about this in one of my previous videos, is that if you have those two different hair textures, if you have that really kinky, coily hair growing and then you have like a flatter, straighter hair, then where your natural hair is growing and that straighter texture is, there is that line of demarcation where those two different hair textures meet. Now, the problem with that line of demarcation is that your hair is extremely fragile in that area. What I realized was as I was transitioning my hair, slowly growing my natural hair, slowly trimming off that straighter damaged hair, was I was noticing that my hair was just starting to fall out in clumps. So everything that was falling off was actually only that straight hair. So what I decided to do was I decided to just continue to grow it out as much as I could until I realized that when my hair started breaking off, not only was it breaking off the straighter hair, but it started to break off my natural kinky 4C hair that was growing. I noticed that in certain areas my hair was thinner. I noticed that in certain areas my hair was shorter, and I kind of got fed up and I decided to cut it off. Now, my hair at the time when I cut it was about 14, 15 inches long, and I cut it to 4 inches. So what I ended up doing was I cut off the back, and it was about 4 inches, and I just let it grow for the rest of 2017. I didn't do much with it. And what I realized was that the hair at the back was growing thicker, fuller, healthier, and all of the front that I left was breaking, shedding. It was really causing an issue. So if any of you guys are dealing with a texture change or damage really, and now you're noticing that your hair is damaged, it's not the same, the texture's off, or maybe it's not retaining moisture, if you are in that place, I wanted to share this with you in hopes that you can get your hair growing, flourishing, getting healthier, stronger, thicker, without having to lose a lot of time, without having to lose a bunch of hair through shedding and breaking and you trying to figure out what's going on. This is what I challenge you to do. I do not like telling people to cut their hair or not cut their hair. I feel like that's a very personal decision that only you can make. Now, if you wanted to use the same regimen that I used the same regimen I used when I was growing my hair back from alopecia. I washed my hair with my stimulating shampoo. I used my stimulating oil blend, and I massaged the area at the back. And then what I did was I covered it with the thicker whipped mixture. Now, if you have wavy or straight hair, do not use the whipped mixture. That is way too thick for your hair. But what you can do is you can go ahead and just apply a little bit of that oil blend in the night and cover your hair and go to sleep. That's it. That's all I did. Now, a style that I was doing to protect my hair was what I would do is I would leave my hair in Bantu knots. What I realized is that when my hair is left in those Bantu knots is that my hair does not get dry and the ends are really, really close to my scalp, and I just really feel like that helps get those natural natural oils that my body produces on all of my hair as much as possible. So my hair just continued to grow and thrive, and it's still growing and thriving. So if you are somebody who is dealing with hair growth issues due to damage, and if you're noticing a lot of thinning, shedding, breakage, then that is the regimen that I would personally use, and the regimen that I would say try it. And I would also really consider maybe cutting off the areas that are damaged in a certain section, and then just judge how your hair is growing. So with that being said, if you guys have any more hair growth questions, any more hair growth issues that you need help with 2018, leave them down below. Email me, book a phone consultation, buy the hair growth ebooks. I make as many resources available for you guys as possible in hopes to help your hair growth journey be a successful one. So with that being said, also, if you're not following me on Facebook or Instagram, go follow me on Facebook and Instagram, because that is where I'll be sharing what I'm doing with my hair now that it's all the same texture again, and other tips that people who don't have my hair texture can benefit from. So once again, thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. Don't be a stranger. Let's stay connected, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.